Hey guys, Cutups here, and today we have access to Fifa 14, and yeah, it's C14. I only got it yesterday. Sorry that I didn't upload yesterday, I'm just busy, but I just got this ball here. So we have enough to open the pack, and I just want to show you what the packs look like and stuff. So I'm just gonna open this bronze pack here. Then I'll show you my team. Just want to see what I just want to show you what it looks like. After I pass up there, what do we get? We got we're gonna keep this to my club. We are going to keep this item. That much. Let's get stash. We'll go quickly. Let's just go quick. That much. We'll sell the rest. So yeah, that was a pack. Then we got this one here.
And that was just a CT Thompson right there with some on Mr. T from the 97.
Packs I will be getting.
I'm Huey on the ones and twos. Hey,
I'll be giving you some gameplay when the game comes out. So this is my squad that I built it. It's a sweaty Spanish team. I haven't finished it off yet, like. So that's that.
Good afternoon. Well, the place to be today has certainly been the beaches of Yorkshire and Lincolnshire, and the sunshine here. Temperatures have been 20.
Just watching TV there.
24 degrees. So we didn't get no sun.
24 like. 24 like.
Huh?
Is that her fault? Like that's.
We got no sun.
I know.
And again.
What parts of sun though?
Here's the satellite.
That's the Baronet.
It's not been sunny everywhere.
Dublin sunny. We want to watch the Mayo game, Mayo Dublin game after play.
What's that?
What?
What's that? 3:30.
It's on now, but I want to watch Kick first. We get the second half.
Okay. I'm recording in But anyways, let's jump in with let's find some Spanish players.
But we're going to find more mist and fog.
Spanish haven't been able to ban what the coast
is. More mist and fog all over the sky. The warm start to
sunlight, so we're going to make a run away. And Spain.
Lifting, breaking, the cloud breaking up, and you can see many places again. We'll see some sunshine at times, and with
stop burning it,
dry weather, sunshine temperatures for the day 20.
Jesus, why is it there? Thought it was like
This is BBC News with Maxine Mawini. The headlines at 3:30. 3 Britons are among at least 60 people killed in the assault by Islamist militants on a shopping centre in the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. A number of hostages are still being held.
It is an absolutely sickening and despicable attack, an appalling brutality.
A suicide bomb blast outside a church in the Pakistani city of Peshawar kills at least 60 people and injures more than 100. The Labour conference is underway in Brighton with a pledge the party plans to make large companies which hire foreign workers train the same number of British apprentices. Voting begins in Germany's parliamentary elections, where Chancellor Angela Merkel is predicted to secure a 3rd term in office. Full bulletin at the top of the hour. Now though on BBC News, it's Click.
Okay, just finished drawing the Palisade. I've
drawn the cistern and the donjon, and just to finish, the machicolations, the crenels and the merlons. There, preserved for all time.
So let's throw him in the club.
This week on Click, preserving the past with the latest 3D tech. We're in Italy to scan this famous landmark before it reaches its tipping point. We'll also show you how to 3D scan your own place and your own face using bulk standard kit. If you've never heard of Los Santos, I'll ask to take you on a tour and tear the place up a bit as we explore the world of Grand Theft Auto 5. All that plus the latest tech news and a very cool way to do business digitally in Webscape.
Welcome to Click, I'm Spencer Kelly, and welcome to Scion House, just outside London. It's lovely, isn't it? But sadly, not all of our historic buildings are as well preserved. In fact, many are crumbling to dust around the world before conservators can even make a record of them, photos and drawings. But there is now a new device which allows experts to make a 3D laser scan of a building in the time it takes to walk around it. Neil Bowdler reports.
Summer in Pisa, and everyone wants to see the Leaning Tower.
But yeah,
Of course, offer it a little bit of
looking
support. The famous bell tower doesn't lean as much as it once did, thanks to substantial engineering works. It may be good for another 200 years, but that doesn't mean the conservation work stops. The new tool in the Conservators' arsenal is 3D scanning. Precisely every stone of the building and provide the ultimate reference manual for future repair works. Rescan periodically, and any minute movement in the building stone should be spotted. But what wasn't possible to scan until now was the interior of the tower because of its tight, spiralling stairways.
So we've climbed almost 300 steps to get up here to the top of the Tower of Pisa, and this is the device that they're using to scan the inside of the tower. It's called Zebedee, after the famous children's TV character, because like Zebedee, it's got a bit of a spring in its action.
This prototype device is designed by Australia's National Science Agency. It oscillates from side to side around once a second, sweeping the walls, floor and ceiling with its laser. It uses the physical landscape around it as its reference point to build a 3D visualization in record speed, however tight the space may be.
Other systems, you have to set up tripods that take a lot longer to scan, you have to move your tripod from place to place, and it really just takes a lot longer. With this system, we can walk around and we can map the world in the time it takes us to walk around.
3D scanning isn't just for the conservationists. We can experience the Tower of Pisa in all its full 3D glory in this virtual reality cave, which enables me to skirt around the tower, even to fly through it.
The cave belongs to a local university which is collaborating on the project. They hope the data could be used to create interactive experiences for visitors to Pisa.
With a 3D model, actually you can fly, you can go literally anywhere you want, and you can finally appreciate the kind of subtle details that are actually all around, but you will never see in reality because you will be stuck to the ground.
Museums using novel technologies to attract more visitors is nothing new, but 3D visualizations are now enabling them to display exhibits that otherwise may have been lost in a basement somewhere. This is London's Science Museum's shipping exhibit. It closed its doors last year, but it's now been given a new lease of life on a virtual shelf on the museum's website.
Over 5 nights in 2012, before the gallery closed, 275 laser scans were made, and 2 billion precisely measured points were preserved by these lasers, which could be turned into essentially a point cloud of this historic exhibit, which had been here for 50 years.
London's Petrie Museum was an early adopter of 3D scanning technology. It started scanning its collection of Egyptian artefacts more than 6 years ago. Scans were then used to create these apps so that visitors to the museum could do a bit more than look at a glass display. They can have a virtual play as well. But it's not just about engaging visitors. 3D is quickly becoming an important tool in archaeological research too. These little figures, called shabtis, are commonly found in ancient Egyptian tombs, servants for the deceased in the afterlife. Petrie Museum in London has long had them in their collection, but what wasn't possible to tell till now was whether the figures were individually crafted or mass-produced.
What 3D scanning allowed us to do was to look at the object beneath the design, and that's where we see this evidence for mould usage and also potentially mass production of these shabtis, which is very important from a research point of view, because whereas with the design you may think that you have maybe a shabti that was made entirely by one person, an artisan if you will, if you've got mass production of a typical shabti body, you almost have maybe a production line industry within ancient Egypt that could help develop our notion of Egyptian economy.
3D scanning also means that these fragile